Hello Pisces, welcome to Lavender Storm Tarot. Today we're going to do a shadow reading and a higher self reading for you. Let's just jump into it. And let's start with your shadow. Okay. What does Pisces shadow need them to know? What is Pisces shadow trying to tell them? What is Pisces shadow trying to say? Tell me about Pisces shadow. Tell me about Pisces shadow, please. Page of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. Is this going to be an all reversal spread? The Fool reversed. King of Pentacles. Hardly ever see that card in this deck. I love it though. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so not an all reversal spread. That's good. The Empress. The Eight of Swords. The Five of Wands reversed. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. The Magician. Sorry, I have to say it like that every time it pops out. It's just a stem of mine. I don't know why. Three of Pentacles reversed. What is this card that wants to come out? Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So at the bottom we have Five of Swords. At the split we have the Lovers reversed. And then at the back we had Ten of Pentacles reversed. So, okay. So Pisces, the way that I do my readings is I take these two cards together and then I go from there. So we're going to start with the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Eight of Swords. So these two cards, I'm really feeling like there is something that you feel maybe you can't start or you can't learn something new. But I'm here to tell you that that's literally all in your head. You have some mental blocks here keeping you from starting certain things, maybe in the 3D world. It could be job prospects. That's kind of what I'm feeling that it is. It could be new ways of making money, you know, new ways of doing things like that that kind of push you out of your comfort zone, but you're in your head about it. So, and this is your shadow telling you that you are capable of doing these things if you would just stop overthinking them. If you would just get out of your head about it, basically. Because the Eight of Swords is all about, like, you see this little girl, the swords are around her, and traditionally the person is like wrapped up in very loose wrappings and blindfolded, but it's easily, like, you can easily get out of this, basically, is the concept of the Eight of Swords. Like, you can step out of this very easily. You have the power to, you just don't see that you have the power to. So your shadow is telling you that you have the capability and the potential here to do what you want to do. You just have to step forward and actually take the chance. And I see that tying into the Fool reverse, but we'll get there. So we have the Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands both reversed next. So there could be some trouble with communication or around like maybe some conflict that is either internal or external to you. I don't know, you would know best, Pisces, but yeah, there's no, it's almost like communication has stopped and you're asking yourself like, what now? Yeah, in this, the Five of Wands, it's kind of in the aftermath of the conflict I'm feeling. So, you know, the battle has been fought, but there's kind of this standstill. I don't know if this is you and another person, you with yourself, you with the boss, you with this concept over here that you are afraid to take forward. Maybe you've been fighting yourself about it for maybe even years, I'm hearing it. So, you know, there is something very deep that this is connected to, I feel. I feel that this is not surface level. I feel that this battle, whatever it was, was long-standing, and it went on and on and on and on. So yeah, that's interesting. This all ties in, all of these cards tie into each other. So with the Fool reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed, it truly is like you don't have it in you to take this leap of faith yet. For some reason, there is something stopping you from working on whatever this is. And the Fool is the first card in the Major Arcana. So this is the start of the journey, and it takes trust. The Fool doesn't leap without trust. You have to trust your surroundings, your guides, the universe, whatever you believe in. Trust in them that they have your back, that they know what's best for you, and your higher self even, or your shadow. There is a lot holding you back, and I see that it is mental, you know. But you can easily get out of this, Pisces. You have the capability. You have all the materials here to start crafting. You just haven't started yet. You have the force of the Fool behind you. You just need to take the leap, need to take the step. Start in any direction, move in any direction, and it will do you good. Moving at all, even if it's baby steps, is better than just standing still. Always, you know? So we have the Knight of Wands reversed with the King of Pentacles. So I'm seeing this kind of as you see yourself as already abundant. You see yourself as already having everything that you could ever want, everything that you could ever need. You're already set up for success. And you did that for yourself. You worked hard to get to the place that you're at. But you have this passion. Maybe you see it as reckless. That you cannot like subside. It keeps you up at night, and you just don't allow any energy to go into this passion. You don't allow this energy to take root in your life, and you don't allow it to come in and disrupt whatever you've got. going on already. So, but this could also be a very rigid way of thinking, Pisces. So don't let that hold you back either. And don't be scared of change. Change happens whether we want it to or not. And the more we take change into our own hands, the more in control we feel of our lives, So, speaking of change, that's literally, oh my god, this is literally exactly what I was just talking about. I didn't even look at these two cards before I said that, but change is literally in your hands. You have the power to change things majorly over time. This is not going to be a overnight fix. It's not going to be a overnight project. It's going to take time, and it's going to change massive things in your life. And maybe that scares you, that could be also one of your mental blocks, that fear coming up. But Pisces, the magician has all the tools in front of them that they need. And you have the power of the wheel and the Fool behind you. That is a beautiful combination. Things changing, things moving, and a new beginning. With you sitting empowered, as the King of Pentacles and the Magician. That is also a beautiful combination. The king, the kings, the queens, the empress, the emperors, gender doesn't matter to tarot. It's just a label. It's just a way to categorize the cards. So, you could be a woman, you could be a man, you could be non-binary, you could be agender. It doesn't matter. But you do embody the King of Pentacles. Somebody who is in charge of their surroundings, in charge of their environment. They make decisions that affect their environment and their way of life. And they're not afraid to make those calls. The Magician has a similar sort of energy, but it's the major arcana version of that, basically. Like, the Magician has all the tools, all the inspiration, all the creation in the world. They can create anything that they want. And this is what your shadow is trying to tell you. Like, you have this power, Pisces. You just don't see it. So I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you, Pisces, you got this. Okay, and then we have Three of Pentacles reversed with the Empress. So I see this kind of as like you struggling to accept help. You struggling to receive help. Maybe this whole thing requires other people, and maybe that's another reason why you haven't gone forward with it, because maybe you're scared to ask, maybe you're scared that people will say no, but like, what's the worst that could happen? They say no? Okay, then you have your answer. At least you asked. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is, quite simple, Pisces. Just ask. See what the answer is. And receive whatever the answer is. Don't be afraid to receive that. I'm sorry, I apologize. I am still sick. I've been sick for a few weeks now. Okay. So with the Five of Swords, I really see you fighting over this mentally. And even maybe to the point of self-sabotage. You have this opportunity, Pisces, and you're not taking it. And that could be a form of self-sabotage, So let that sink in. I see fear written all over this spread. But the Eight of Swords, just going back to the Eight of Swords, this person can move. This person can do whatever they want. They have the power to do whatever they want. They just don't see that. They just don't see it. They don't know. So that's your shadow reading, Pisces. Let's move on to your higher self reading. Let's see what they have to say. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit sniffly. Alright, what does Pisces' higher self have to say? Ooh, I don't know why I'm struggling with this deck right now. It was just falling out of my hands. What does Pisces' higher self have to say? What does Pisces' higher self have to say? Nine of Swords. Eight of Cups reversed. Knight of Swords. Page of Cups reversed. Three of Wands reversed. Two of Swords reversed, yeah. That decision. Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay. 10 of Cups reversed. King of Swords. Three of Cups reversed. Seven of Pentacles reversed again. And Seven of Swords reversed. Interesting. Lots of swords. Oh, the Sun reversed at the bottom of the deck. Three of Swords reversed at the split. And Justice reversed at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Pisces, let's have a talk. I just, from the vibe of the spread, this has self-sabotage and overthinking written all over it. However, let's go by card. So, let's start out. The Nine of Swords with the Four of Pentacles reversed. You are scared to lose what you already have. Like I was saying before with the King of Pentacles, you know exactly what you have. You've fought for it. You've earned it. Maybe you didn't grow up with much, so, you know, what you have really means a lot to you. I understand that. All of my belongings mean so much to me. I would be devastated if I lost them. I literally, this is a tangent, but I literally had water damage to one of my decks one time, and I literally cried over it. So I get it. I get being attached to the things that you have, not even just materially, but spiritually and emotionally, like the things that you have, like, but I feel like this has more to do with your 3D belongings and material, like what you've accumulated over time, like the house that you live in, the apartment that you have, the savings that you have, your car that you own or are paying off, you know, things like that. You're scared to lose them. And I get that. That's a reasonable fear. But this literally gives you so much anxiety. And I don't know why. Maybe you're in a situation where you could be losing your home or your car or some of your belongings, or maybe something's being repossessed or whatever, and that's keeping you up at night. And if that's the case, then I'm really sorry, Pisces. That's terrible. My heart goes out to you. So I won't say that your fear is unjustified. Sorry. But it is a little bit, is excessive the right word? I don't know. It's overwhelming. Your fear is overwhelming. Your anxiety is overwhelming you. So that's not fun. I'll have more advice for you once we get further into the spread. We'll probably come back to this. Okay. The Ten of Cups reversed with the Eight of Cups reversed. So there is something that didn't work out here in your emotional environment. Whether that be a long-term relationship, something with a family member, something with somebody who holds an emotional stake in your heart. And you're having trouble letting it go. Maybe the change in environment already happened, and it has to do with somebody leaving your life. If that's the case, then that makes a lot of sense. I get that. I understand, Pisces. Like, I feel like I've never gotten over anyone in my life. Like, so I totally get the feeling, of not being able to move on, to move forward from this. But let me tell you something. They will move forward. They will move on. You don't want to be stuck in the past, because you're not going to be able to live your life if you're just stuck in the past all the time. So cry it out. Listen to sad songs. Listen to breakup songs. Do whatever you need to. Journal about it. Get it out of your head and onto paper. That really, really helps. Talk to somebody about it. Get it off your chest as much as you need to. As much as you need to. If you need to put it in the comments, go ahead and put it in the comments. Vent. I would love to hear it. Would love to hear the tea. I'm just joking. I'm just trying to lighten the mood. But yeah, do whatever you need to, Pisces. Don't restrict your emotions when grieving something like a Ten of Cups ending. That's devastating. I understand. Your emotional world has crumbled. Your family has probably maybe broken apart, who you thought was your family at least. So I understand, but do what you need to do to get through the grieving process, and do not restrict your grieving. Do not make yourself feel bad for having these emotions over losing whoever that you've just lost. And this may be like an actual death. If that's so, then my condolences go out to you. But yeah, I say all that because right now, at the forefront of your life, you are very mentally driven. So you may be trying to logic your way out of your emotions. You may be trying to think your way through your emotions, to intellectualize them. And that may be something that has worked for you in the past, but it's not going to work let me just tell you, it's not going to work when you're grieving a 10 of Cups. It's just not. You have to feel these feelings. This pain demands to be felt, Pisces. And I know it hurts. But that's just part of the human experience at the end of the day, you know? So I see you in all your sword glory here, and all your mental. You are very strong mentally. I see that. For a water sign, you are very airy. Maybe you have some Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in your chart. If so, that would make sense. Maybe you have an air moon. Like I have a Gemini moon. I have a hard time feeling my emotions. I have to talk through my emotions. If you can imagine, like, it's a lot. But yeah, you can't intellectualize your way through feelings, unfortunately. And the more that you repress your feelings, the worse that they will bubble up and explode out of you later on. So, just a little bit of advice there. Okay, so I see you closing yourself off emotionally to the people around you, maybe friends, family. It would be very beneficial for you, Pisces, to have some people in your corner that you can, some shoulders that you can cry on. I would really recommend that if you have people in your life that you can trust like that. Definitely lean on them. Take advantage of that love. Take advantage of what, who was willing to be there for you. I'm not saying take advantage of them. I'm saying take advantage of that opportunity to let them be there for you. Because it's also a letting them be there for you. Sorry, my throat is really dry. Letting them be there for you is an honor to the right person in your life. It's an honor to be there for somebody. It's an honor for you to reach out and say, hey, I need your help. Hey, can you just listen to me for a moment? Like, hey, I need your advice. It's an honor to have somebody reach out and say those things to you. Don't tell me that it's not, because it definitely is. So yeah, don't close off. Don't shut off emotionally. You're a water sign. You've got to let those emotions flow. Otherwise, you're not flowing. You know what I mean? So, and like we saw in your shadow reading, you're not really flowing at the moment. So really tap into those emotions and lean on the people around you. Because I do see that you do have people around you. You're just not utilizing that support when you can and you should, Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is talking about something entirely different. You no longer see a point in putting in effort into this situation because you know that there's no future for it, basically. Point blank period. That's these two cards. You don't see the point of putting in the blood, sweat, and tears that you do into your relationships into this one because it's already over, or maybe it is going to be over soon. I don't know where you are on your timeline. You can definitely let me know how this applies to you, how it resonates, Pisces. I would love to know. You can also tell me where Pisces is in your chart. I'm also very curious about that. I have a Pisces Mars, so my fiance always makes fun of me because I don't like conflict at all. It's the last thing that I want. I avoid it like the plague. But yeah. So yeah, you're done waiting on this to get better. You're done putting in the effort. You're just done. You're cutting it off. You're sending it away. And I that is worthy of applause, because that is hard. It's a hard decision to make. It's hard to realize that you're at that point in a relationship, and then take the action, take the what am I trying to say? To make the decision to no longer act, to no longer give. So yeah, I applaud you, Pisces. That's really fucking hard. Okay, then lastly we have the Two of Swords reversed with the Seven of Swords reversed. So yeah, you're no longer choosing to fall for the bullshit, basically. You're no longer choosing to put energy into being manipulated, into being lied to, into being deceived in any way. You don't choose this anymore. And that's wonderful. I'm very proud of you. If nobody has told you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. This may have been like a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship, something along those lines. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So if that's the case, Pisces, that is a feat that you got out of it, because those, oh my God, let me tell you, they can go in circles and circles and circles, but you are done with this shit. You are done. Yeah, I see why the Sun is reversed. There's the Eight of Swords again. This no longer makes you happy. And it maybe kept you in a blind spot with yourself to, it may be, you see, okay, this is a much better depiction of the Eight of Swords. So this person has wings, but they're scared of falling off the cliff, right? It doesn't make much sense, does it? You have the wings, Pisces, but I think that this person that you were with kept you from seeing that, and you're still in that mentality. Give a final fuck you to this person by stepping out of this mentality. They want you to stay like this. Don't let yourself stay like this, Pisces. So wow, that was intense. That was your higher self reading. So let's get into some oracles. Very interesting reading, Pisces. It's got to be my favorite that I've done so far because, oh, what's this? Oh, those are just cards that we've had before. King of Pentacles again. The Tower. Yeah, this was devastating for you. It really fucked up your environment, your stability. I see that. But yeah, this has got to be my favorite reading that I've done so far because I know exactly. There's Justice again. There's two Justice cards in this deck, but yeah, you know what's right for you. You know what the truth is. Deep down, you know. Sorry, I just keep getting distracted, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is this is my favorite reading because you have truly taken your power back over this situation, and you're no longer letting this person abuse you for, I don't know if that's lack of a better term, but it seemed like abuse, you know? So, alright, let's get into some oracles. Let's just see what pops out. I don't think I'm going to do a spread. I think I'm just going to see what pops out. And then we can talk about it. What does Pisces need to know? Let's see. painter, productivity and creation. Yeah, you're creating your reality again from the start, and it's your creation this time. It's your vision. It's your choice. You have a choice. The Hound, loyalty, chains, promises. Yeah, you're breaking from whatever chains that this person put you under. You're breaking from the spell. You're breaking from their control. I have a few. The Miser, stubbornness, inflexibility. Yeah, this person was very rigid. Like they were, you could tell that they had no interest in growing as a person and changing in any way. The Sailor, new influences, wanderlust. Yeah, you're really feeling the freedom from this person. And I love that for you, Pisces. The Fate, accepting help, guidance. Yeah. If you're coming from a place of an abusive relationship, I know it can be hard to reach out for help. But there are people, I saw it in your spread, there are people who love you and who want to be there for you, Pisces. All you have to do is ask. That's all you have to do. To let them be there for you. The Sentinel, determination, certainty. Yeah, you are determined. And you are protective of this new beginning of yours. This new life that you've unlocked for yourself. You've left the bad shit behind and you are just excited and determined and inspired for this new life of yours. The King, yes, I knew this card was going to come out. I should have said it. Control, yeah, the King, you are taking control of your life again, Pisces. I love to see that for you. I love that. The Archer, God, that's a beautiful card. And the Merchant. Biding your time, planning ahead, self-worth, trade. Yeah. But you're taking your time. You know, you're not in any rush. And I think that's the best way to go, honestly. And you could be in a spot where you never really had a very strong sense of self-worth, but it's starting to flood into you, and that's new and exciting, and you're exploring that as well for the first time. The Founder, foundations, and community. Yeah, these two cards being together truly allow the people in your life who love you to help you rebuild, to help you restabilize. Accept the help, Pisces. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I'm gonna do yes, small regrets and longing. So yeah, let me touch on this a little bit. So the Assassin, ruthlessness, conviction. This person might be on your mind a lot. You might, there might come a, you might in your shadow or your inner child, like, might regret leaving this person. Just from the feeling of, I once loved this person. How could I ever leave them? Just remind yourself, Pisces, how they've treated you, what they've done to you. Like, they were the snake in the grass, and you were the hare. You were the bunny, and they were hunting you. You were always their prey. And, sometimes, especially with toxic relationships, nothing else, I'm just going to tell you right now, nothing else is going to feel like that fire, that passion, that toxicity, that danger, that excitement. Nothing is going to feel like that ever again. If you choose to have healthy relationships from now on, is the thing. Because you definitely could jump into another toxic relationship chasing that fire, chasing that same feeling. Don't do that to yourself, Pisces. That is not love. It is obsession. It is addiction to one another. It is not love. Yeah, that's what I had to say about that. Trust me, I have been in your position. I know. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. And I'm not saying that you don't. I just would like to remind people that that is not love, you know? It's passion, and passion can come along with love, but love should not be built off of passion, you know what I mean? Okay, what does Pisces need to hear? This is going to be a long one, I can already tell. I can't see the time, but I know it's been a minute. No, it's been a hot minute. Alright, what does Pisces need to hear? Retreat, yeah. Give yourself time to heal. Don't jump into any other relationships. Take care of yourself. Sink into that self-love. Be present in the moment. Maybe get into some meditation to help clear your mind. Receiving, yeah, receive. Be open to receiving support and love from your support system. For some of you, there could be somebody else who you've actually been in love with instead of this other person that you were with. Perspective, the bigger picture. Communication. Yeah, talk with yourself. Have conversations with yourself, Pisces. Talk with your shadow. If you're into tarot, do tarot spreads with your shadow. Yes! Let me just give a close-up of that. Yeah, if you've been through this toxic relationship like I've been talking about, you're gonna have a lot of shadow work to do. That's just how it goes. Talk to your shadow, though. It is you. Don't be afraid of it. Give it love. Give it attention. Give it a safe space to exist. Okay, let's see. Masculine. Okay, so receiving, yeah. Be open to your own individuality. Be open to figuring out who it is you actually are, without the influence of this person in your life. That's gonna be a doozy. That's gonna be, because if you've been under the suppression of this person for a long time, and I feel like it has been a long time for a lot of you, that's gonna be a journey that nobody else but yourself can give you. Forgive yourself for your humanness. really come into union with yourself, Pisces. All of your bad parts, all of your good parts. Who's to say what's bad and what's good, you know? These two things are parts of you. They cannot be denied. Their pain demands to be felt, just like I said earlier. Don't deny them the feeling of grief. And also, don't make yourself feel guilty for grieving this person. They may be a terrible person, they may have done terrible things to you, but you loved them at one point. Hold space in your heart for that part of you. Give yourself, allow yourself to grieve. There is pain, trauma, fear that needs to be worked through. Journaling is an amazing tool, Pisces. Amazing tool to get everything out, and nobody else is going to see it. Nobody else is going to read it unless you want them to. But, you know, that's your choice. But yeah, sit down with your shadow. Journal from the perspective of your shadow. Give them a voice. Give them a name. Name your shadow. That brings you closer to them, you know? They are you at the end of the day, though, so don't forget that. So there's no reason to be scared of it, is what I'm saying. No reason to be scared of your shadow. And then perspective and choice. It's your choice how you see this. It's your choice whether you see this as an opportunity to grow and to learn, or if you see this as, oh, I'm just damaged goods now, you know. I don't see you like that, Pisces, and I don't think you see yourself like that. I think that might be a shadowy part of maybe how you feel about all this, and maybe the masculine card coming out. Maybe you have a hard time around men, masculinity in general. Maybe that's from trauma. That's also something that you could work through in shadow work. I highly recommend that. But yeah, I feel like that's all I had to say. It was an honor to read for you, Pisces. This was a great reading. I'm glad that everything came out in the way that it did. Please let me know if this resonated. I would love to hear from you. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!